3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to episode 302 of Ruse Radio. We are back at it again with a very special guest. Special guest, please introduce yourself, sir.
Man, the one and only Panamera P.
The one and only. The one and only Panamera P. Now, say you're introducing yourself to somebody who's never heard of you before, never seen you before. What do you say? How do you introduce yourself?
Man. If you like dope shit, man, dope music, man, I'm just a rapper telling my life, telling my story, man, over beats, you know? If you want to go check me out, you can download Propaganda. You can download Fly Rack 1, 2, or 3. You can download Politics as Usual. There's so many projects. I probably got 15 tapes or 20 tapes over all streaming platforms. But Panamera P, Panamera P, Panamera.P on Instagram. It kind of speaks for itself, you know, when you tap in. So I don't really want to say too much. I ain't really much of a bragger or no shit like that.
I mean, Panorama, like, what does the name mean to you?
That's a long story, but long story short, I bought a Porsche, four-door Porsche, man, and it just stuck. My real name, Pete. They was calling me P, Panamera P. It was just, you know, just one of them things. I started rapping. That was it.
Yeah. All. And you started rapping when?
2016.
2016.
Yeah. I'm like 10 years in right now.
For what reason? What made you want to be a rapper?
Man, you know what's crazy? Me personally, I think just like how I was living and like what I was surrounded with, you know, like one of my closest friends started rapping. So I'm seeing it from a certain perspective, but I never really wanted to rap. And then, you know, like you're just getting money and doing shit, you know, like you wake up one day wanting to do everything, man. You're willing to try everything once, you feel me? And one day I'm like, man, you know what, I'm gonna hop on this song. Wrote a verse, I'm just playing around. Hopped on the song, and then the reception from it was amazing. So I was like, oh yeah, I might be on to something. So I started playing around with it. And probably after like a year, maybe 2, I probably started taking it serious. Like at first I was really just, it was something to do, you know?
Right.
But after a minute I fell in love with it. Once I started like recording in better studios and like figuring out my flow and falling in love with the art and the craft and this shit, like that's when I really feel like it was like, all right. At first I wasn't taking it serious, bro. I was really caring more about, like I was doing so much off camera. I remember my family used to tell me like, man, you need to record like all the shit you be doing. And I'm like, I used to be like, no, like I didn't really care that wasn't the point of me rapping. It wasn't like, I'm not trying to get no bunch of attention or nothing like that. I just was fucking around. But now that I'd be like, I should have been recording a lot of that shit. And I should have been putting more time and effort into getting better with that shit.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
Were you
really,
just writing a bunch of stuff then just to write it and just putting it nowhere?
I didn't even have my sound. Yeah, I felt like I was rapping like my favorite rappers. Still.
Right.
Like, and I was recording, and shout out to my boy Eli. I was recording and like, cause the studio I was recording in was good, but the mic wasn't the best microphone, but they made it work. You feel me? They you know, but I learned then like some microphones you gotta yell in and some you could talk in, you feel me? You can. And that, I felt like when I started like recording in better studios, it changed my whole flow. Like once I got to be like, I can whisper and talk.
Yeah.
It's different rather than me yelling and shit like that. Like,
were you yelling a lot at first? Or was it a lot of yelling?
It was a lot of yelling. It was a lot of like Meek Mill was one of my favorite rappers then. So like, I probably was trying to like make it. I was rapping on YouTube beats, Meek Mill type beats, shit like that.
So you don't think you do that anymore, but you think like early on you could see it in yourself, trying to be all these other people.
I was still like, I'm always a fan of music, but like early on I was still like more of a fan than an artist. You feel me? I was just doing shit.
Yeah.
Now, I don't even, I won't even touch a YouTube beat, you know? Like, I won't. No, nothing against YouTube beats. Don't get me wrong. Like, they dope. You'll find some diamonds on YouTube. But
Yeah.
now I done got to the point where I got 10, 15 producers, you feel me, that I can call for 10 or 15 different sounds or whatever I'm looking for. I feel like I got. Like, I really don't even deal with producers for real, like, outside of my, like, you know, and I ain't gonna say it like I just had them the entire time. A lot of these guys, I might have just met somebody 6 months ago who is in that crowd that I'm talking about, you feel me? Probably 5 of them. But I'm to the point now where I can do this shit, like, with my team. Like, I got my sound in order now, I think.
Yeah.
I don't want to. You might see me a year from now, I might be on to something else.
So how long were you making music for where you weren't really putting it out then? Because you said it was a while.
I probably was making music for about, I was scared to put it out for about 3 months, 3, 4, 5 months.
Oh, so not a long time. Not, I thought you were saying years.
No, I wasn't, I was putting it out, but I wasn't, like, I felt like I was getting streams based off, like, just me deciding to rap. You know, like people probably listening to see if you're gonna be trash, you feel me? Like, just
right.
Out the blue, I'm like, fuck it, I'm finna rap. They're like, oh, let me hear this shit, you feel me? But, and it was like, all right, to me personally, I don't listen to none of my old shit no more. Like, I can't. I just feel like now I take it serious, you feel me? I wasn't taking it serious at first, so like I was saying all type of crazy shit. Like, not saying none of it was a lie, it was really about how I was flowing and shit at the time. But I don't want to speak ill on it because I got fans who feel like that was my best work. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I got people who be like, man, you need to get back to that. And I'll be like, what? Like, bro, I don't. You feel me? I didn't even give a fuck then. I wasn't even like, no, bro.
So what do you think is like your best music now then? Is the stuff you release now?
Yeah. Really my unreleased right now, but like, they just got a little part of it a few months ago with Did Everything But Pray. But my unreleased, bro, like, I got some shit, bro, with Boldy James. I got a project with Chase Fetty. I got shit with Flames, Malik, Sule from BSF. Shit with Jujilla, Rufus, Tony Cartel. I got a lot of work, bro. Like, I got loops on Lakeshore with Hop. I got a tape with Backwood Jones. Like, all of the shit that I done created, and that all of these songs that I'm talking about, all of these albums that I'm talking about, majority of them, I recorded. You feel me? Like, I was the engineer. So like, I feel like I get into a better bag chilling at the crib and recording, you know? Like, you can be in your drawers, bro. Like, not, you know, no homo or no shit like that, but you can be in your drawers, bro, and be like, you know, you can really get busy at the crib.
I've never really went to studios much for that very reason. I think like you get more creative. I think when you're in a studio, you're always worried about like other people's time. I think like everybody's always worried about, oh, I'm paying for time and this is
That's
all
definitely over.
It's just on your mind the whole time. And when you're in your drawers in your fucking apartment and you're recording at 3 a.m.
smoking,
who gives a fuck, dude?
Who gives a fuck?
And
bro?
I think that's where creative stuff comes out, even in like ad libs and even in like different little touches to the song that you might not have done if somebody else was staring at you and maybe judging you a little bit.
You want to know the craziest thing that happened to me, man? I got a friend. Well, I got a producer, but he a friend now. My dog Hop. He was sending me beats while I'm sitting in the studio. Now, mind you, I'm in the studio. We got like, it's like a pound of weed, 2-3 pounds of weed laying around. Like, I'm not doing nothing but getting high and recording. But he started sending me beats, and I really didn't like them. Like, I hated them. Like, now I don't want to say I didn't like them. I hated them. Like, I'm cursing them out. Like, bro, why you sending me these Wu-Tang type beats, bro? Like, you steady sending these loops and this and that, and I'm complaining, bro. I'm not even fucking with the beats, bro. I'm like, but after a while, I'm smoking. I'm like, man, this shit ain't so bad, you know? Like, so I caught myself, like, rapping over a few of them. Before I knew it, bro, I did like 25 joints over his beats, you feel me? And it's probably some of my best music, you feel me? Because I feel like when the beat not really giving you much, and I'm not gonna say like bro's a very dope producer. I'm not gonna say like if the beat, like sometimes the beat can save you. You feel me? Like if a beat just so dope, you ain't probably got to say nothing crazy witty. But if the beat like crazy simple, you got to kind of dig deep and really be talking about something. Like it's really a totally blank canvas. I feel like when you get a really, 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 really dope beat, it's like the canvas is kind of like already painted for you. You just adding to it. You feel me? Like, and that's cool too. Like, ain't nothing wrong with that. But like, sometimes you got to do like a little bit more. Like, and it ain't saying like the beat is whack. It just don't be a lot going on to really inspire you to want to rap on it. It might be like a loop for real. The loops be crazy, but sometimes it be like I start writing and I get to like the 6th bar and be bored and be like, damn. So to keep going, it'd be like, yeah, you gotta really be in your bag. That shit.
Well, you know, it reminds me of A Milli by Lil Wayne, because that song is like one of those songs where it's super duper simple. I think there's only 2 things happening in the beat. I think it's like the sample, and then there's one other thing, which is the drums.
Made that beat.
I think that's it.
Bangladesh, whatever his name was.
Yeah, and then Lil Wayne, and it's also a loop. The whole thing is just a loop. There's no hook, and the whole thing is a loop.
Damn, I
and
never
somehow
thought of
Lil Wayne manages to make that a 3-minute song.
Wayne was a different animal though.
Yeah.
I felt like Wayne, like back then, like it wasn't no, like Wayne was like, he could rap for 10 minutes. Like you had to probably stop Wayne back then. Like no more, like no mas.
I don't think people understand when they say like, "Oh, I can't believe he lip syncs," or not lip syncs, but reads his lyrics. You know, that he reads from a teleprompter. It's like he freestyled all that. Like everything he's ever done was a freestyle, essentially.
Bro,
I mean, it's kind of amazing that he's even performing it at all.
That on top of he constantly making new music.
Yeah,
so he's
right.
not gonna remember all that shit, bro. Like,
Yeah.
it's hard, bro. You making music every day, like or every week. 1 million songs, you feel me? Like you ain't gonna remember all that shit.
Yeah, if anything, the hardest part is him trying not to say the same things, like going through his previous.
And he gonna do it. I feel like you gotta switch it up, but I feel like Lil Wayne done said everything, so it's only right you're gonna say something twice. Like,
Yeah.
But don't get me wrong, he has coined 1 million different ways to eat vagina. I don't know what the fuck. He done said that different 1,000 ways.
I mean, what's crazy about Lil Wayne is a lot of like the big rappers now are inspired by Lil Wayne. Like a lot of the people you see of like the newer class of bigger rappers are all inspired by Lil Wayne. I mean, Lil Wayne has had so much influence for so long, and he's just one of these few rappers who happens to still be as active as he is. Like some of those people from that era are active, but not like Lil Wayne. I feel like Lil Wayne's crazy. It's just because he's always rapped the same way. He's always just been mad consistent.
And that's what I be telling people. Like people be saying like, "Oh, Wayne fell off," or this or that. It's like, nah, he really rapping the same way. We're just in a different time. I don't think the super punchline-y type rap is. It ain't the time for that no more.
No, it's not the same. Yeah.
Like, cause I feel like you either stayed in that lane or you morphed into something else. Like look at Eminem. For example, I got another example too, but Eminem, right? He don't rap like the old Eminem. He don't rap like Eminem show Eminem. He rap like he done turned into like a super rapper now. Like, but that's what you morph into, bro. Like when you really, like I feel like he really care about that shit. Like he's out rapping he's trying to beat the words. You feel me? Like he's at war with the dictionary. I don't know what the fuck Eminem be on, but he really on that. And there's a few other rappers like Tech Nine, and even like I was a huge Lloyd Banks fan when I was a kid. But Lloyd Banks don't rap the same no more. Like, and he's still dope, but he don't rap like punchline. He rap like, I can't explain it. Like, but it's like, you know, basically, I ain't saying punchline rap dead, but it ain't the same. Like,
well, the audience, like the way that the public perceives it, isn't the same. I think you can still do it, but it's almost like become niche, and it's weird because, like, I think about this all the time because it's like I think of it like there's the old school hip hop mentality, which I think is what I have. I think I'm afflicted with this, where it's supposed to be bars and it's supposed to be punchlines and it's supposed to be as like much as you can pack in there. Like that's the point. Or maybe it's not. Maybe it's not even bars and punchlines, but it's you representing yourself. And there's something about the way you can use words and something poetic about it. And I think the new school of hip hop is not of that type of thinking at all. And neither is right or wrong. Yeah. It's just the problem is you get caught in this old school mentality. Yeah. And like I said, it's almost become a niche sub pocket of hip hop now rather than kind of the core of it, which is what it is. And it's where it all came from.
Right.
So it's weird. I think like hip hop would be better off if you treated it like rock, where it's just a million subgenres and we stop calling it all hip hop. We call it all these different things.
I feel like we should do that too.
Yeah, because I mean, it's not all the same
I didn't agree with that when I was younger, but now that I'm older and I'm seeing like there's so many different types of hip hop, I feel like some things should be labeled different.
Yeah, and there's so many different kinds of hip hop. Like sometimes there's new kinds of hip hop I didn't even know I liked. You know, like what is this? You know?
Yeah.
Or like I think it's cool as a rapper to challenge yourself sometimes and to find some type of hip hop you wouldn't normally do and see if you can pull that off.
And that's kind of what I did with the table hop. Like I feel like I challenged myself to rap over shit that I didn't like, and it just came out, you know.
Yeah, because it's stuff that maybe before you would have never seen yourself rapping on.
Like even now, like I feel like I rap with. It's cats that I rock with now that I probably when I first started rapping, I wouldn't have been a fan of them because I was looking at it from a certain perspective. But now that I fell in love with the art, who am I to tell someone how to display your art? Like, you know, like how can you make a painting and you come show me like, yeah, I painted this. It reminds me of I felt like this, and I tell you it's whack. Like what the fuck? Like this is your shit. Like how can I tell you that? You feel me? So it's like, don't get me wrong. If you make music and you're trying to if you're trying to do something and you're not really doing what you think you're trying to do, then it's like, yeah, bro, this is ass. You feel me? But if you're just, just displaying your art how you want it to sound your way, if it's just unique, who am I to tell you that it's whack, bro? Like, we all kicking this shit out, bro, trying to make it from here to there. We can't be like, don't get me wrong, you're entitled to your opinion. Like, you could tell somebody like, yeah, nah, that ain't my type of shit, but you can't be like, but me earlier, like the earlier me, the first version of me rapping, it's cats, I would have been like, nah. Because even now, I'm kind of hard to impress with that. Like, because you either rap, sometimes you either got it or you don't. But depending on what you're trying to do. Like, it be cats who be trying to do some lyrical miracle shit and they really not doing it. And it's like, bro, like, don't stop trying to do it.
You're right, yeah. Because, I mean, you know what? They make the people who can actually do it look bad. That's the problem. Like, they're the ones who make people make fun of the whole thing.
Even drug rap.
Yeah.
I know a cat, bro, he run around with some cats who do the drug rap shit, and then in his next 15 songs, he talking about Pyrexes and this and that, and it's like, bro, you never, like, what? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Like,
right.
This ain't even, or bowls, whatever niggas be, into. I don't know, but I feel like, bro, some people got it or they don't, and some people are just unique in their own way. You feel me? Like, who are we to be like, yeah, bro, that shit whack? Like, it just might not be for you.
Exactly. And that my one of my inner mantras all the time is just to do my best to don't be a hater, right? Don't be a hater, because really it's not up to me to decide whether or not something's good. It is up to me to I can say what I don't like about something, but I can't say like that shit's bad. I really can't.
You can say it's not really for me. I don't really like that. I'm not really a fan of that.
I try to say, and if I do say, oh, this is something I don't like, I try to really explain why I don't like it. I try to not just say like one thing I really don't like is when I feel like if I see people performing live and I feel like they're not performing, and that's just something that drives me nuts. And I know it's because of who I am. Because when I perform, I can't help myself. I just give it all. And so when I see people who don't do that, I'm like, oh, but like, what are we all here for? This is your 5 minutes, your 10 minutes. Like, give us everything. But you can feel when people hold back. You can, as an audience, you can feel it. And we'll all be nice and we'll all fake it and be nice. But deep down, we all want somebody to just give it all. That's what we always want. And it's just, but it's not me being a hater. It's me
Nah.
saying what I like and what I want to see, and that's what I always try to do. Anytime there's something I don't like in the world, I try to think, okay, well, because I have values. What are my values? Why do I have those values? Because it's easy to be a hater. It's so
real
easy.
man.
The easiest thing to do is to say, "Oh, that shit sucks."
Man,
But most of the time, it doesn't. Most of the time, it's a little bit deeper than that.
some shit don't even be worth your opinion, man. Sometimes.
Exactly.
That's another thing. Too.
I think
Don't
everybody's trained to have an opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, everybody. That's what's wrong with the internet, bro. Like everybody going there, you can put up anything. Like people gonna go in there and say something negative. It's like, bro.
Well, I've learned that with music too, right? Because that's what you're making me think earlier. You make something great. Who is anyone to say immediately, "Oh, this is what I would fix about it. This is what's bad about it."
Passed or something, you'll put it up, and they're like, "Oh, put this shit in the trash can." Like, damn. Like, how you gonna tell me like? And then it's cats now that I be doing music with cats who got shit going on, and I might play it around someone, and they might not really be familiar with their place in hip hop, and they'll be like, "Oh man, this shit, la la la." And it's like, hey man, this brother can drop a 100 pack of vinyls right now and sell them bitches out overseas, bro. You feel me? That tells you enough. You feel me? Like, cause they're like, man, why you? I'm like, bro, he owning something. He got to be doing something good, bro. It ain't always about like how the shit sound to you, or if it ain't your traditional sound, Like, I used to be like that. Like, my ear was trained one way. If it don't sound like Jay-Z, if it don't sound like this, you feel me? But, like, now I listen to other type of shit, man. I be fucking with Earl sweatshirts and navy blue. Who else? Husk, Kingpin, cats like that, you feel me? Like, even Stove. Like, I know when somebody's on something, like, and they unique, you feel me? Stove got dope.
I feel like it's hip hop.
I know when people trash too, but go ahead.
Yeah, you got to say that, right? I feel like hip hop is just, again, it's extended so far beyond itself that like now you can do so many different things under the arm of hip hop, under the wing of hip hop, where you're able to do that, where you can do like almost something that's like a rock song, and you're a rapper. Like I've seen rappers get away with crazy shit. I think like Lil Yachty did a whole rock album. I think that's the type of stuff you'll see now.
Remember Wayne? I feel like Wayne opened the door. I mean, Run DMC probably did, but I don't think they made a rock album. But
Linkin Park did that album with Jay-Z way back when too.
Okay.
That was like 2005.
Well, you got to give all of them their credit.
It was a long time ago. Because it had to be their album was 2001.
One of those songs they did, I think I like better than the original.
Me too.
I forgot which one it was. I'm trying to think.
I mean, I really like the 99 Problems one, but it's not obviously not better than the actual 99 Problems.
Man, why they be trying to discredit Hov, man, like he ain't who he is, man. That's how you know this shit is all fucked up now, bro, because, like, people discredit Hov. Like, how can you...
What are they saying about him? Maybe I'm not fully informed.
I mean, it's so much, but, like, people just, I feel like we're in a different era. So, like, in this world, people gonna compare everything. People gonna compare LeBron to Mike, to Kobe, shit like that. But, like, it's like, man, since we got Drake, since we got the streaming era, me personally, I feel like when we were selling CDs, like actual CDs, that's harder to do than getting a fucking stream.
And also the way that records are counted now, they actually count YouTube streams and stuff like that. So none of it really even makes sense to me. Right,
bro. And it's really like it takes like someone to listen to your fucking album like 20 times for your shit to count as a stream.
Yeah.
But...
And back in the day, they had to go to the store.
They have to go to the store, and they have to pick you out of this entire selection. Right now, with streaming, we're paying a subscription, and we can listen to everything.
Yeah.
You know how many? Okay, how much music do you listen to like on a day? You listen to a lot of artists, like.
I would say so, yeah. But I mean, like, and I would say I try my best to listen to different things.
Okay. How many of those artists do you think you would listen to if you didn't have to stream them? Like, how many of those would have just had a unique album cover that you just would have bought for $20? You feel me? Because that's what got to pull you in then if you never heard anything.
Right.
But that's what I feel like. Like, I feel like it's cats I probably would have never. You know how 4 or 5 albums might drop on the same day. You might not tap into this album, you feel me, if you don't have the money for it. I'm not finna spend $100 at fucking Circuit City on CDs.
Yeah, and none of that stuff really matters anymore.
But now
and
you
also
can.
album art, like you just mentioned, like just the feeling of looking at an album.
You don't think that matters? Album art?
No, it does, but it doesn't matter in the same way it used to. Where it's like it used to be almost. Yeah, it used to be like that was like like there's a thumbnail. We're all scrolling. We see thumbnails. It's kind of like a thumbnail for your album. Yeah. You're gonna see. Oh, this is the type of thing I would listen to. What's this? And the cover art kind of is supposed to represent the whole thing.
I still feel like
it matters, but it matters in a whole different way.
Yeah, I feel like now. If you create something crazy dope like how Griselda and them be doing, how Westside Gun do, and he make it like a piece of art, you feel me? Now, if you can do that, that's dope. If you can do that, that's cool. But outside of that, I feel like
I think cover art is a crazy opportunity. I just never really thought about, because I've thought about that with books. Like I've thought about how like looking at a book, that kind of is. What's supposed to sell you on the book is what it looks like, what it says. It's all the quick sell in the book. It's the same exact thing with an album, or at least it used to be. When you browse through them at the store, like how that was how they were designed. They were all supposed to be lined up, and you were supposed to. I mean, in vinyl, don't even get me started on the amazing loss that is not only the sound of vinyl, but the look of vinyl. I mean, the records themselves would often be styled and have their own cool thing about them. And then you've got the artwork blown up as massive as you're ever going to get it. I mean, I just went to Eminem's store in Detroit, Mom's Spaghetti. It's like it's a spaghetti restaurant.
I heard that shit was terrible.
I actually thought the sauce was really good. But I'll say it's not really a restaurant. It's kind of just a hole in the wall thing, and all they really have is spaghetti. So you just it's spaghetti and then a spaghetti sandwich. So you're not really gonna have much of a choice on what you're gonna eat.
I know that bathroom looks crazy. What?
But it's not even their bathroom. This is what I'm saying. It's like on the side of a building, and then you go inside, and it's really like a food court for a different restaurant, and they're just hooked up on the side. So. But then you go upstairs, and there's a little Eminem memorabilia room, and I've got I think I got it right here. Yeah, my mom's spaghetti hat. There you go, Heart Moms. I think I should throw it on.
That's a dope idea, though. He did.
And then when you go in the thing, they had all Eminem's albums on vinyl, and I'd never seen them blown up like that before. So it was so cool for me to see the artwork so big, and then to see, I wonder what they did for the back of this vinyl, and it was always, a little bit of an alternative thing for the Kamikaze one. You could turn it so it's like long ways. It's one big plane. So if you get one record and the other record and you turn it around, you can see the plane all the way with the two records.
That's crazy.
So shit like that. It's like you can only do that with a vinyl, and
that's hella creative though. Like, damn, Eminem.
And usually, I don't know if you've seen, but like they'll do stuff like that with the records all the time. Like they'll always have different designs on the records that sometimes it corresponds with.
Yeah, I be seeing that. I ain't really.
Like they'll splash it with ink or something.
I got to get me a vinyl player, man.
Me too. Like I'm saying all this, but I'm not too familiar with. I have one record hiding somewhere around here. It's it's right down there. You can almost grab it if you reach. Oh, actually I should move it because it's starting to get bent a little. This MF Doom.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
Here. So I haven't even opened it yet because I need to get my record player. But oh man,
I remember I had a job in like 2010 at Home Depot, and it was this guy that kept trying to put me on MF Doom, and I wasn't hip.
Oh, he's great.
I was not hip, man.
Yeah, I mean MF Doom. I feel like though, you have to kind of have an acquired taste to like him.
It is.
Because if you're not into that type of rap to begin with, it seems foreign. It's like, why is he rap? Why is he talking like that?
I remember him playing some on his phone, and I was like, nah, that ain't my type of shit. It's crazy though. Like now that I make music, you feel me? Like I'm a big fan.
The way that he sampled is crazy. Like really, what blows my mind is
rap, all that. Like,
yeah, the whole packaging of all of it. Like you don't really realize that, I think, at first glance, and when you realize he's kind of the mastermind behind this entire everything.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I think he's able to build a whole record out of like one little sample in a way that only the best. Because I mean, like, that's the type of thing that makes Kanye so talented too. Is he can build something out of something so small. He just has such a wide, massive imagination when it comes to sampling with production. Yeah, and then but he combines that with his rapping. Like only a few rappers can produce an MC and all that in such a way.
Production is a very major part of music. Period. Overall.
Right. Yeah.
'Cause me personally. If the beat don't make me want to rap, I'm not gonna rap over it. Like, now, if it's something that somebody's paying me to do, or like I'm sitting here long enough and I'm out, you know, me and two of my homies, and they're like, all right, we finna do this. We want you to do this. Hop on this with us. All right, bet I'll do that. But me personally, like if I'm not picking it, like I'm cool. But I feel like the beat. Like the beat gonna do the work for me. You feel me? Like the beat gonna put me in my feelings, or put me, you know, bring whatever emotions I want to put on paper.
Yeah, I mean, usually I don't like to write anything until I absolutely can see, like I'm sure, like oh, this is. And sometimes I'll be wrong. Sometimes I'll be like a couple bars in, I'll be like, okay, this is actually not gonna pan out.
I done wrote some shit and been like, this shit ass.
But like. I just always know. I always go off of the feeling. I always wait. And, you know, the only reason I use those YouTube type beats is because I have like two producers I like that I think one's named Stoic, who he's blown up, dude. He has this bit. He did a record with Doechii on that album, the same album that had. So technically, it's like a Grammy winning. He's a Grammy winning producer now, and he's worked with a bunch of big artists now. So he's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. But technically, he still counts as a YouTube producer. And he's just the best. I mean, the reason I've always used his beats is because he's just the best. To me, I'm always listening for structure, and I'm always listening because I don't like beats that sound like loops all the way through. Like I don't want a beat that doesn't go anywhere. Stoic.
Stoic.
Stoic. If you just type in like Stoic type beat on YouTube, it'll pop right up. But it's just like there's always a solid idea. I can always, and that's what I'm always looking for. I'm always looking for something to strike me where I can kind of visualize. Oh, this is what this can be, and then you just go from there. It's because I think at least I've tried to think this way more and more and more, where I think like a lot of songwriting and a lot of poetry and writing in general, it's almost like thematic. You want to think thematically and not think so literally, and then build around an idea. And if you do that the right way, then people can listen to it and they can get their own idea. And because you didn't tell them exactly what it was, you found a way to build around an idea. Right. And like that's what I'm always trying to find. I'm always like trying to find the idea that's hitting me, because I think that's how it goes. I think you hear a song and you don't even really hear the words. You just kind of hear the idea that's coming across for the most part, the theme. You know.
I feel like the beat responsible for that.
And it's the beat. That's exactly what I'm saying. It's like I'm looking for the beat to tell me what to do. Yeah. I'm always waiting for the beat to show me.
I be telling cats, like, man, like even if a producer play me a beat and I don't like it, I'll be like, look, don't take it personal if I tell you I don't like a beat. That don't mean it's trash. You feel me? It just might mean it ain't, you know, it ain't from, like you might play it for him and he might fuck with it. You feel me? Like if it ain't coming right then and there to me, I'm gonna be like, nah, I'm cool.
Yeah, whenever people tell me they want to give me beats, I'm always like, I gotta warn you, I'm really specific.
I'm very picky. That's why that's why I don't even like, now that I got my specific people, I don't even care. Like people be hitting me all the time.
And that's the perfect world to be in. Yeah, the perfect world to be in is when you know exactly, you have exactly what you want, and you can even contact them. I mean, like that's what I've always said is like you don't really want YouTube producers. You want people online. You want somebody you know in real life. I mean, when you see a lot of big rappers who make it, it's usually like they have a couple of producers they're just really tight with, and that's how it's part of the recipe of why they were able to keep that sound and do that throughout all these albums. It's because they know these people. You know, I mean Drake and 40? I think Drake and 40. They've known each other forever.
I feel like that matters. Like the relationship y'all got matters, man. Like
because it's real. It's not just some guy that you buy beats from online.
Right, and I didn't came across really, really dope producers. You feel me? Who you gotta come like that. Like I done reached out to them, and I'll be like, yo, let's lock in. But I'm not saying let's lock in because I want free beats, but let's lock in. You know, you probably can cook something up or whatever. However, we can. You know, they might. Nah, man, or they just give you the runaround. I go on the internet, buy a little beat off they shit. I'll still do my thing, but I probably won't really do that too much more. You feel me? I might do one beat and be like, man, I ain't really fucking with him. Like these guys I got, bro, like I really like, we hands on, you know? Like they might pull up to the session. You feel me? Like for real, like bro, right now this shit, I couldn't ask for nothing better right now.
I got my other hat here. I saw Backpack Beatz. Is he one?
Yeah.
Is
That's
he one
my
of these
dog.
guys?
He one of them guys,
There you
man.
go.
Shout out to Backpack Beatz.
He's great. Friend of the show. Backpack Beatz is awesome.
Yeah.
And he's just so, dude. He's very versatile. Like, he's just so
Backpack
good
amazing,
and like what I'm talking about, where he can create an idea inside of the beat. He can give you something to work with.
I watched Backpack. I got a song with Freeway, and it's me, Freeway, and Backwood Jones. Man, shout out to Bar None. We did the song. It was dope, right? They released the song. We get hit up. We get flagged. Something about the sample, the guy tripping, la 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 la. Long story short, we had to change the beat at the last minute. So Backpack created a beat around the song. You feel me? Around the verses, and it wasn't the same. But to be able to do that, dog, that shit was like, I'm like, dog, this man got to be like a fucking brain surgeon. Like, you got to work for NASA. Like, how the fuck can you do that? How can you hear somebody rap and be like, how do you create a beat around rapping? Like that I don't know, bro. That shit seemed wild to me.
Yeah. And I think it takes a certain type of thinking to do something like that. Yeah. Because I've heard of that before. And I mean, I guess that's a good option, right? If you have maybe you have a song that you've recorded that you can't do anything with the beat. I have a couple of songs I can think of, but I always think that has to be impossible. That's why I never ask anybody. It sounds
Right.
impossible.
I would never, like, hey, man, make a beat
It would just
around
sound
this.
bad in my mind. There's no way to make it good, you know.
Man.
But there is a way to do it. You know, I mean, I think it's as simple as like you just find the right key and then you just go from there. But what do I know? What do I know?
Man,
I'm not a producer.
I be thinking that, man.
You ever think like you could be? You ever think like you could learn and
how
or
to
do you
make
think-
beats?
Yeah, how to make beats. Yeah.
You know what I think? I think like it's so much in between just being like, okay, I want to make beats and making beats. I feel like you have to like, first off, you got to know about different instrument sounds and things of that nature. Like, I feel like someone like Backpack, right? He ain't just wake up 2 months ago and was like, start making them Cassidy beats. You feel me? Like, he didn't, he been doing this shit for a while. He probably was into, certain, like, okay, Deviant. I got a producer named Deviant, right? He make beats, but it all started from him as a kid. You feel me? His brother had him listening to certain music, shit that I never listened to, you feel me? And he just, this is what he into, and that kind of helps with the type of beats he chooses to flip and sample and things of that nature. So I feel like, me personally, if I did make beats, I wish I would have already been into it. So I can kind of, like now if I start making beats, man, I might make them little doo-doo-doo-doo-doo ass beats, you feel me? Like, I don't think I'll make the soulful, dope shit that I like, you feel me? Like, I don't want to make
That's exactly why I don't make beats, because I know I'm going to make some corny ass shit.
Right.
I won't make what I want. Like maybe if I got into sampling, because I think sampling is the way to go if you're trying to really get the soulful
But look,
stuff.
even with sampling, right? I would have had to be a guy listening to a lot of different types of music. Like, I listen to majority rap, Like, every now and then I go through I might listen to a little R&B here and there, but I listen to really just rap. So, like, if I'm a sample stuff, I wouldn't know what to sample. I'd just be digging through crates and I'd just be wasting a lot of time. You feel me? I feel like, me personally, I feel like when you do that shit, you already know what you wanna, like, even if you listen to an old song, like, let's say somebody rap past and they playing Mariah Carey and you hear something, you know what you want to sample out of that. You know how fast you want it or how slow you want it, pause, however you want to do it. So, like, me personally, I hear some shit and be like, would you make that faster or slower? Like, I wouldn't know what the fuck to do. So, like, I don't even want to. It been cats who told me, like, man, I'll show you how to make beats. And I be like, man, I don't want to do it, bro, because I know I'm gonna be making them ass beats, bro. I don't wanna,
And do you even want to waste your time? That's another good point.
yeah, I want to focus on what I'm already focused on. You feel me? I got to focus on the rap shit. I don't want to make my plate no bigger, man.
Yeah, because I mean, I feel like when you start thinking that way, then all of a sudden, like I feel like it's such an investment that you couldn't even imagine to learn how to produce.
Man.
Because it's not just that; it is mixing as well. As soon as you start trying to make a beat, well, now you have to know, okay, well, how do I level this, and how's it supposed to sound? Well, if I'm supposed to export this, what am I supposed to do? And all these questions actually do matter, and they do weigh on your brain. If you want your beats to be good, now you don't have to think about that stuff. But if you want your beats to like be presentable, then that's what you have to do. You know, because anybody can make anything. It's making something that sticks out, good, that represents your skill level. For like, you know, the problem would be, you know, if you're a rapper that's been rapping for 10 plus years, okay, well, I don't want to put out something that's going to not represent my like quality of material. So you feel like you'd have to be good.
Right. Like Backpack. Backpack probably make 5 beats a day.
Right.
You feel me? You got to get to that point.
Yeah.
And they probably all dope. You feel me? Like, yeah, you can make 5 beats a day.
I think you told me 72 in a month or some crazy
bro,
number.
Like, you have to really you have to really love that shit, bro, to wake up and do that. Like, you have to even just like rap. Like, everybody want to rap. And I be telling people like, man, it ain't, you know, like, I get it. Sometimes you might be in the club, you might hear some questionable shit, you know, that make you feel like, oh, I can do that. It's like, bro, it don't always work like that. You feel me? Like, this shit take, you know, like some of us got to take the stairs, you know, like this shit take time and energy, bro. I done invested over $700,000-800,000 into rap, bro. Like, at this point, I can only keep going because it's like if I stop, I feel fucking crazy. But like, this shit ain't easy, bro.
I feel like if you're honest, you can always tell like the people who aren't honest with themselves, or you can always tell like if you're somebody who's really doing it for the right reasons, because I think if you're not doing it for the right reasons, you couldn't tell the difference. But I think if you're in it for like the love of the game, and you really give a fuck, and you just want to make the best thing, and that's what you want. You want to prove that you're the best rapper, whatever it is. You want to make the best stuff because you know it's in you. It's when you see other people who don't commit on that same level, it's weird, because I mean, like, I think that you have to, like, if you are someone who does, you know you have to. So it's kind of like, I've learned you can't even really give people advice. You can't even really tell people what to do. You kind of just have to focus on yourself, do your best. Most people won't. Most people will not do this thing they need to do. Most people have the wrong. I think most people are misaligned. Like, they really should be aiming lower than they are, because they're not doing the amount of stuff they want to do. They should be doing to get to the place they want to be.
Right.
You know? And like, I'll see this with like comedians a lot, right? Where it's like, because a lot of the time I'll be talking with comedians, and I think if you're a comedian and you just go to open mics and you fuck around and you're just kind of getting drunk with your friends and just telling dick jokes, that's fine. That's actually fine. But you shouldn't then expect to be like the next big comedian of the world.
Right.
You need to be doing 10 times what you're doing and trying 10 times. You need to be grinding so fucking hard,
bro, you're right,
if you want to be getting that deal from Netflix or whatever you want. And most of these comedians would tell you that's what they want, but they're just not being honest with themselves.
Yeah.
And I think it's the same thing with music. You'll see a whole bunch of people who, they want this big deal, but like, let's be honest. What if this big producer comes up to you tomorrow and they're going to give you all this money? What happens when they look at your Instagram? What are they going to see? What are they going to see when they go to your Spotify? How many songs do you actually have released? And how much work do you have out? And where's your body of work? And like, all these questions just fly by a lot of people's heads.
You sound like me, bro. You sound like me, because I got friends who like, you know, they fuck with the rap shit here and there. You know, one foot in, one foot out. And they got like crazy expectations.
Right.
And it's like, bro, you got to keep going. Like, you might get on, okay, yeah, you might make it by the time you drop another two mixtapes. Or you might need to make another 20. You need to be prepared to do both. You feel me? Like, it might not happen the way you thinking. Like, and then I got cats who, they want this so far gone Drake type of introduction into rap. Like they've never, like I got homies who never rapped, right? And they want to rap, and they just been kind of practicing in the closet. And I'll tell them, you know, we'll talk about it, and they'll be like, yeah, man, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this. And I'll just be like, bro, you're overthinking it. Just drop the music. You're steady acting like when you just upload this shit to TuneCore, the world is just gonna stop. Like, bro, drop the fucking music. Like, they be wanting to be like Drake, bro. Like, they want an incredible introduction into this shit. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, a lot of people, expectations be out of this world. Like, but they effort don't really be there, so it just be like, you just talking, I ain't, you know?
I've seen that a lot. Where people, like, I always try to be on. I think it sounds harsh when you tell people stuff like this, but I always say no one gives a fuck. No one's probably heard of your music, just like no one's probably heard of your podcast, whatever it is. It's like because when people say the same thing, they'll be like, "Oh, I see you do a podcast. I want to start a podcast." I'm like, okay, make 10, 20 episodes and get back to me is always like what I would tell anybody. Mm-hmm. Like, cause it's easy to start something.
That's a lot of work too, bro.
That's exactly like, it's anybody can start something. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You could make a couple songs, and the most frustrating part
and consistent are you going to be to it?
How consistent are you being? And also like, the crazy thing to me is I've even seen people who will make the thing and then not put it out because like what you just said about like, oh, they want this crazy introduction. They have to have this rollout. It's like, are you out of your mind? This is what I'm talking about. No one cares.
No one cares.
No one cares about you.
Nobody's thinking about what. You don't even have fans yet. You feel me? I know people with 2 monthly listeners who like be like, no, this next shit, it got to be a hit. It be like, bro, you have 3 monthly listeners, my nigga. You need to focus on being consistent enough and getting enough people to actually listen, bro. Like,
right.
You putting all this effort. I'm gonna do the marketing. Bro, drop the music, bro.
And it's like, you know, a lot of the time nowadays, it's not even about dropping the music. It's about getting people to know the music exists after it's dropped.
Yes.
So you need to get it out there and like. I even think, because I see a lot of people who will say like, oh, you should promote the song super duper hard for like X amount of time before you drop it. I think if you're not a big artist, you should just wait till it's out. No one's pre-ordering your shit.
I swear to God, bro, we the same person.
Yeah.
Because look, not to even cut you off, I tell people this all the time, bro. They always want to put, I got homies who like, they want to put the coming soon 5 weeks in advance, you feel me?
Because people don't care after a
And
little
I be
bit.
telling them like, listen, bro, people's attention spans are short, are already too short, bro.
Right.
It's like, give them, when you upload the shit, bro, when they see it the first time, give them an opportunity to click whatever they're gonna click then. Don't try to put it up and then 5 weeks later you coming back with the same clip like, coming soon tomorrow at 3:30. Bro, if I done seen the clip 3 times, I saw the video already in my mind. I don't even care about clicking a link. You feel me? So take advantage. I'll just be like, I feel like you should take advantage of people's attention when you got it.
Right.
So when you push some shit up, bro, and you got their attention, bro, have the link in your fucking bio or whatever you trying to do, have the link ready. Because if you ain't doing that, you just really trying to get clicks and likes on social media at that point. Like, you just want a couple fire emojis under your shit and some prayer hands, I guess. I don't know. Like, I don't know, bro.
Right, because what's the end goal? Like, don't you actually want people to go find your music? Right. And, like, I always think of that where it's like, it should be as easy as possible for you to find the type. Like, I like to think that if I'm posting a song of mine, unless it's like me rapping over something else or it's a very specific, like it's an obvious thing that I can't put out, it's a song you can find right now. You can see it right there. Oh, there's the name. Like, and people still ask in the comments. It's like, what song is this? But it's just funny how like little attention people actually pay to anything. Like the song name is literally right there half the fucking time. Bro. People still ask you, but that's in my mind. That stuff all is so important. There's no build up to a minor artist's rollout or drop unless like maybe you'll have a bunch of friends who will support you and you can do that. But that's not these people on social media. These people on social media are not keeping tabs on you and waiting for your new song. They
Come
don't
on, bro.
care. And also, they will forget, or like you said, they'll feel like, oh, I've already heard this. I've already heard this so many times.
I saw this. He put this clip up last week. You
Or
feel me?
heaven
3 days
forbid, you
ago.
post it 20 fucking times.
Yeah,
Now it's
oh,
like, okay,
man.
I've definitely heard this song before.
But they'll tell you to do that. They'll tell you like, man, post that shit. Don't nobody, be like, bro, why do you think nobody's watching it no more? Why you think your shit went from 1,200 views to 20? They saw it already, bro. They don't give a fuck no more.
Yeah, and my thinking is, I think you should oversaturate and post a whole lot. If you have a bunch of shit, but show that you have a bunch of shit.
Right.
You should be posting
Don't
like
do the same
your
shit.
30 different songs, one different song at a time. Just keep proving
Don't
to
do the
people.
same shit over and over.
Yeah, because I mean, like that's I could post the same shit over and over, but there's no point in doing that because I think of this. I like to go to comedy open mics and rap. I think it's like it's a magic trick I like to do because I think only I can pull it off. Maybe somebody else could if they had enough charisma. It's something you have to pull off. It's not easy, and because you're walking the line. They're ready for you to fail. The whole time they're ready for you to be like overly sentimental or overly like rappery.
Yeah.
They want it to be weird so that way they can laugh at you. And I've managed to pull this off enough times. And I forgot where I was going with this. What were we talking about right before I mentioned that?
We were talking about, man, I'm high, man.
Oh, fuck me, dude.
We were talking about, you were saying you go to comedy shows and you rap.
Yeah, I guess I was looking for right before that, but whatever it is,
We both high, man.
Yeah, we're both high. I feel like what it is it's like fuck, dude. What was my point? I mean, I could go somewhere else with that, but I'm trying not to lose my train of thought. I mean, when you do that, I feel like you are oh, dude, fuck me. Fuck me, I'm just going to lose it. I'm just going to lose it entirely right there. Yeah.
Damn, man.
There
what
was
the fuck
something
were we
there for
talking
sure.
about?
Because I was only going to mention that for some particular reason. Well, all right. Life's like that sometimes. Yeah.
Damn, man.
Yeah, it happens like that. Yeah. Because it's not going to come back to me.
I'm high, bro. My shit fried, bro. I be forgetting. I do that all the time.
Comedy mic performing. I don't know. I mean, I know that. Oh, yes, there it is. Found it. All right, so I don't like to go and produce the same, or go and do the same thing.
Okay.
I don't want to go up there and do the same thing. So it's like if I'm been at this place, and most people wouldn't give a fuck. Most people wouldn't, especially with music. They would think, oh well, they like this song, so they want to hear the song again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking like, no. I've been to this mic 5 times. I want each time to be different. So
Yeah.
every time they see me, they're like, oh shit, that's the rapper guy. What's he gonna do this time? And they don't even know. They can't think, oh, he's gonna do the same song he always does, because I never do that. And maybe I'll do it once every now and then, but that's just because I've already ran through the whole catalog, which is probably never gonna happen.
How was the response when you do it?
Oh, dude, I'm like a legend.
Because
Dude.
I feel like at a comedy show, you're not expecting that. So
What I like to do at comedy shows is, I think if I'm at like a show, because this is at comedy mics. So at comedy mics, everybody's got their stage time, and they kind of let you. I used to think that I'd have to do it at places that would be a little bit looser, but I think like because I am who I am, I can get away with it anywhere. They'll just let me get away with it. And like really ideally, you got a big ass speaker so you can play the beat with the speaker, unless they can play it for you. And then what makes it work is you're just non-apologetic about it. You just rap the way you would always rap. And like I said, like I'm a performer, so I think that's what sells it. I think it's that one, I'm like actually rapping, and I think that I'm clearly enunciating in a way that a lot of rappers don't. So they're picking up on all of the things I'm saying, and they, because they're comedians, like they're used to wordplay and metaphors and all this stuff. Like they're used to that. So they actually are tuned in a way that a regular audience might not be. I think all this stuff is like part of the psychology of it. But then it's the performance, because like you got to give your all with that performance, and it's all about first impressions too. Like I have a go-to song that what I like to do. It's my song called Mr. Whole Time, and it's a good 2-minute 10-second song of just rapping all the way through, no hook, no nothing, and it's a real easy song to just boom, just get right into. It's my closer. I like to use it as a closer. And so what I'll always do with this song, and it's a trick that works for this song only, is you get on hopefully you got a stool, you got a chair, and you stand on the chair or the stool. And you'd think everybody would do this, but no, this standing on the stool or the chair is a power move. And so I like to do this the first time I go to any open mic. Hopefully they got a chair or a stool, and you kind of wait for it. You kind of pace back and forth, and then right when the beat kicks in, boom, hop up on the stool, and then you got to make it look like you're almost gonna fall. That's partially what makes it work too. Is as I'm rapping, and they're impressed by my rapping ability, I'm also doing this shit where I'm like making it look like I'm gonna hurt myself, and then eventually I get off the stool and I rap the whole song, and it's just. I think it's about creating moments is why I do stuff like that. I think the fun part about an open mic with music is I think what you're really doing is you're trying to figure out different ways you can use the songs and different moments you can put inside the songs, and you learn like, oh, this song's more of this, and this song puts this out there, and you get to feel that. Whereas if you're doing it in a set, it's in the middle of your set, so you can't experiment, you can't feel stuff out the same way. Like that's where I found that move of standing on the chair, and I use it every time because in any context it works because it's risky and the audience feels the tension of it. Everybody feels that they're all watching your feet like, oh shit, don't fall.
I fuck with that. You ever fell off the stool before?
Not once. I'm really good at almost falling. I'm really good at like making it look like I'm gonna fall but not falling.
That's dope. Hey man, you're a performer, bro. Like, and I've never even seen anything, but I'm gonna come check out one of your shows, bro, because you really care about.
I think it
the
matters.
Performance you put on. Like,
I think the audience they don't even know they want.
That's what they coming for. You're definitely right. I'm speaking from me being in the audience and me being a performer, but I ain't gonna lie, I'm like lazy and laid back and shit when I'm performing. So
I feel like you have the type of like energy, just persona in general, where you can do that though.
Man, you would think that, but my uncle be right on the side of the stage, or one of my homies talking about, man, move, man, you gotta move. You too smooth. I be like, bro, what you want me to do? Break dance? He's like, what the fuck am I supposed to be doing? Like, I'm rapping. Like, they're here to, like, what do you want me to do, bro? You want me to do some jumping jacks? Like, I don't know what the fuck you want me to do on stage, but I get it, because I watch other people's performances to try to learn something, bro, and that's part of the shit I be trying to learn. Like, what the fuck? But I'm never gonna be like the guy like ripping my shirt off, jumping on top of the speakers.
Well, people are performative about it. That's what I hate. Is people take the thing that because there's a raw performing, and then there's like taking your shirt off and whipping it around, and like, okay, now you're just. Now this is a bit much.
Now you're just taking your shirt off and whipping it around, brother. You're not performing anymore.
Like, I feel like people are like, at a certain point, they're doing it for the cameras. They're not doing it for the song. They're doing it for the art. Because, like, I do that shit because I'm feeling the fucking song. Like, I literally, that's, like, I was watching, I really liked how they portrayed this in the Elvis movie, because I think like Elvis was one of the few like first performers to really do that, where you could see him like feeling the music, and they would have that where we would record and he would still be fucking moving around, because like in my mind when I'm recording, I have to not move. I have to lock my face right here in front of the microphone, and I can still emote, and I'm still, but like if my natural instinct is to move, and what's great about being on stage is you're supposed to be doing that. You're supposed to be feeling the song and moving around, and I think like it's all about just doing it authentically. I think people force it, and I think people take that to why am I not, like, they would take that guy's advice, they'd take your uncle's advice, and they'd be like, all right, well, I guess I'm moving, and then they start jumping around and doing jumping jacks,
bro. And I've seen it, man. I've seen it,
and it comes off as weird. Everyone's looking at that like, huh?
I've seen a dude, he's almost 7 feet, and he rapping, and he be jumping around on stage looking crazy as fuck, bro. And it'd be like, bro, who told you to do that, bro? Why are you jumping? Like, what is wrong with you? Like, bro, but I know, like, somebody told him, and it, because they told me, but I'm one of them people, like, no, you're not telling. Not just because you told me some shit don't mean I'm going to do it. Like, I might be like, yeah, all right, I ain't finna, but I know he's the type that probably, you're right, I do got to move, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't think there's any right way to perform. I just think that, like, I've seen it done wrong so much. And I think, like, it makes me think a lot about the standards we have nowadays. Because I think I was talking with, you know who S-Mod is? He's another rapper in Chicago. And as I was talking with him, I realized, like, oh my God, dude, we went from Michael Jackson to like the current standard we have today. Because
Oh man.
I think that more and more you'll see like big performers doing things unheard of from the past. Like one thing I always mention is Chappell Roan. She was on tour and she was sick one day. So, you know, most of the time you can't go on stage, you can't sing. What are you going to do? You're going to cancel. But what she did is she came out and told her audience, she said, hey guys, I have a sore throat, I can't sing. So what we're going to do is we're going to lip sync this whole concert. I hope you're cool with that. That's what we're going to do. She didn't give anybody a refund or anything like
They
that.
were mad about that?
And her audience was okay with that. Apparently, there wasn't a bunch of people asking for refunds. And this is what I'm talking about. I think that's the big macro version of what I see when I go to a local show and I see the guy rapping over his beat and not even actually rapping.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
So
except
you rap with no vocals?
I rap with no vocals, and
That's
I will
dope.
do backups if it's like a hook. I'll have like the harmony.
Yeah.
But like in my mind, it's so fucking important that it's me performing and they're hearing me. They're not hearing anything else. They're hearing me right now. To the point where if I stumble, if I miss a word, I'm fucked. I missed the word. Now I gotta find my way back because I don't have the backtrack helping me out or anything like that. Like. Yeah, I always try not to talk shit because remember that don't be a hater thing.
I fuck with both. I feel like okay, I never really, when I first was rapping, I didn't even care about how I performed, to keep it real, bro.
Yeah.
I just really started giving a fuck about that probably the last like 4 years, 3-4 years.
Yeah,
to be honest.
yeah.
Because I really didn't, at first I wasn't, you know, and I was rapping with the words playing and shit. I really didn't look at myself like an MC or like, you know, I still was just flying by night with this shit. But like the cats I'm around, you know, the Vic Spencers, the Jew Jillers, you feel me? Like the I Am Gods. It's like, man, you learn like, bro, them are real like lyrical assassins, you feel me? They really rap for real. Like they really like, and they rap with no vocals, you feel me? Vic even my dog Chase Fetty, like even Bodie. I done kicked it with Bodie, man. Watch Bodie smoke 20, 30 blunts, bro, all day.
Yeah.
And then, bro, perform for an hour and a half, bro, no vocals.
The reason it makes a difference, I think, is because it forces you to understand the power of like diction and using your voice and projection. All that shit matters so much. And I think if you're not doing that, if there is that backing track there, you don't have to worry about it. You never really have to worry about it. You can kind of do your song however, and you're always going to be able to fly by. Whereas, like, I think also you find new moments in your songs and stuff. You find new shit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't perform the songs the same a lot of the time because...
Sometimes you got to switch your word up if you fuck up.
Yeah, or even like, maybe if I go a little bit harder here. Like, maybe if I change the emotion in this moment. Because you can't do that if the backing track's there.
I'm just really getting into my no vocal bag. Like,
dude, it's so different.
I used to do vocals, but my homie and them, they don't let me. Like, now they be like, nah, bro, you gotta. I had a show last night, and I did a couple joints, no vocals, but I did a couple joints with the vocals. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. But I only did the joints with the vocals because I wasn't comfortable with how I was rehearsing.
Yeah.
When I rehearsed it, I felt like I wasn't all the way there. It was like a 7 out of 10. So I was like, you know, I don't want to stumble too much and fuck the whole show up. So I was like, just these joints we could do with the vocals. These joints I'll do with no vocals.
Yeah, I have a song or two where I'm like, okay, I would actually probably rather. Because like there's sometimes a song will be like a puzzle. Like you wrote it as a puzzle for yourself. And so, like, you go to perform it, and you're like, oh, dude, what the fuck?
I got a lot of
like,
respect.
there'll be certain parts there's like tongue twisters almost. I have a song called I Am, and each line starts with that, like, I am.
Oh, yeah, man.
Dude, how the fuck am I supposed to memorize that?
And you shouldn't even perform that live.
I don't even want to. I haven't, for that very reason.
Yeah, man, you gotta tell them, look, y'all can hear it. I'm gonna just play it on the speakers, and y'all do y'all, man.
It's a good song, but I'm like, oh, this would be such a hassle for me to ever get right live. You know, it always impresses me just the fact that rappers will Because the one muscle I don't have as a rapper is that whole like just writing something and having it memorized 3 days later type of thing, making it look like I didn't write it. I've never had that. I'm always like, I gotta have it in front. I'm like Drake. I gotta have it in front of me. I gotta be able to read it. I know everybody makes fun of Drake for that. I'm the same way. I gotta read it because it's like, this is my one chance for me to prove myself to you, and I know I can get it right. But if I stumble, it's on record, and you guys all caught me. And so That's
why you gotta practice.
I know.
You gotta practice. You gotta practice on your way to the shit. You gotta trust me, bro. You gotta keep. Trust me, bro.
I think I could do it. I think I'd talk.
You gotta perform that shit. You gotta rehearse that shit to the point where it feels like it do when you go to the studio and record a song and you rap it when you driving and playing it. You know that feeling.
There's no way you would fuck it up. Yeah,
right.
Like it's
that's all. You gotta rap it a million times so it feel like that, bro.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you are 100% right.
If you can rap with no vocals, you can do that.
I know I can. It's the same thing as battle rap, though. It's always seemed daunting to me because it's the same exact type of thing where it's like they're doing it in a way where it's obviously written and it's obviously memorized, but from the outsider's perspective, you wouldn't really know.
I mean, bro,
because it comes off the hook so well.
Yeah, and there's so much of it, bro. Like,
there's so much.
How the fuck can you remember? Like, think about it. Look how long a battle rap lasts. Don't it be like an hour?
20 minutes, 30, an hour? Oh my God.
I'm saying, no,
maybe.
Okay, probably 30 minutes, right? But they got like 3 rounds. And sometimes they had 3 rounds and a fucking extra round.
Yep.
So, like, how do you prepare? They not spitting 16s at each other, bro.
No.
They doing like fucking 80 bars, 100 bars at a time. A round is probably like 200-300 bars all together. Like, what, bro? Like, how can you remember that?
And also the way they build the schemes, it's
yeah, no, battle rap is dope as hell.
Battle rap, you're right. I could probably do it, and I appreciate the encouragement. But to me, those are they're two of the same thing. Where it's like it's a muscle to be able to have a whole rap memorized, and then to appear as if that's not the case, and this is just something that. Yeah. And also, I think like it's a muscle that you could probably do in different ways. Like you could probably work that muscle by taking raps that you already have, like 16s and 32s, and then just pulling up random beats and just rapping over each different one. Just so that way, if anybody ever pulls up a beat, you always got a 32 that appears to be a freestyle. Because I've seen rappers do that where they dip in and out of freestyling and not freestyling, and it's all kind of an illusion that, again, if you're a listener, you don't really know. If you're a rapper, you might know what's going on, but
if it's dope enough, I don't even care.
And who cares?
If it's
in the end, who cares?
Like so fire, I ain't even thinking about it.
I actually really like when a rapper interpolates like actual, like, because it makes if you're like a fan of the rapper and you hear him interpolate one of his verses, you're like, oh shit, that's from this song.
Yeah.
And it kind of rewards you.
That happens a lot on High 97. A lot of cats, when they go up there, they do that, and then when I hear their album, I always hear like a part of the freestyle. I'm like, oh, okay, I see what you did there.
Yeah.
But I get it. It's like it's promo, you know.
And it's cool. It's almost like an Easter egg, because I think about it like it rewards you for giving a fuck as an audience, as a fan, as an audience member. You wouldn't
know if you ain't listened to the album, so it's like it's a win-win for the artist.
I think about that when it comes to like how, because I think Kendrick does this really well, and I think that it happens naturally if you write enough, where like you'll have certain motifs and certain ideas that'll appear throughout your discography. I think it's cool because if somebody's a big fan of you, they'll like, oh, this is something he'll always kind of touch. There's one of those topics that he'll always kind of bring it back to.
Yeah.
And it's kind of cool because it gives you a gift for paying attention, you know, and it could be anything. It could be like just little sayings, or maybe you'll have one line that's actually a throwback that only you might remember from this album, but 2 albums ago.
The super fan gonna know.
Yeah, exactly. Like I always think that shit is like, it's really for me, but someone one day will see it, you know? Like, I don't know, do you bury a lot of stuff like that when you write? Do you bury stuff in there? Or do you kind of, what is your writing process kind of like?
Man, you know, I'm a roll some weed, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, bro, the beat, it's really just me listening to some beats, bro. And whatever really catches my attention. And I'm more of I probably got more flow than I got bar work.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not really spitting like crazy bars or like, you know, like I just be saying how I feel. I don't really be doing punchline shit. Occasionally, you might get one if I just happen to be, oh, you feel me? I think of some shit and it's like that. But for the most part, bro, I'm really just having fun, bro, flowing and to keep it real, I gotta get high. I gotta smoke. Like I can't. If I ain't smoking, I don't even think I could rap, bro. Like
Yeah.
it's fucked up because I want to fake stop smoking, but
Good luck.
I don't feel like. I feel like when I get high, I want to be creative.
Yeah.
And the thing that I'm best at being creative at is making music. So it'd be like, I don't even like, bro, if I'm smoking and I'm on the phone with somebody, I get off the phone. Because I feel like I'm wasting my creativity. You know, I want to listen to beats. Like when I get high, bro, I only want to listen to beats, bro. Or unreleased music, you feel me? And I'm over dissect it and feel like what I could have did better or this or that. Like, I'm really a fan of this shit. Like I'm really like, I'm still learning too though. So I don't want to say it like that, but the process be smooth though. I ain't gonna lie, I'm just getting high listening and whatever come to me, I might write 8 bars. I might lay the 8 bars. And then sometimes I might write 8 and then don't come back for a day or 2 and then write the other 8 or write another 4 and do this or that. Or I might record 8, loop the last 4, play that 1,000,000 times, add the other 8, and then just sit on it. You feel me? Be shit like that.
So there's no like regular amount of time. Like any song can take any amount of time kind of thing.
Some shit could take 5. I done wrote some shit in 5-10 minutes. Some shit could take 30 minutes. Some shit could take an hour. It really depends on how. Like if I'm really taking it like serious, if I'm really like, man, I don't want to waste. You know, I don't want to let up or borrow this. You know, I don't want to. I might, you know. It just depends on how deep I'm trying to get. You feel me? Like if it ain't really that, if I'm just flowing and just, you know, having fun, I'll write that shit in 10-15 minutes.
Yeah.
But if I'm really on that, I'm gonna take my time. I ain't gonna just. I know cats like to come to the studio and be like, yeah, man, I don't write. Like they fucking Jay-Z, man, but I ain't one of them. I'm gonna write my shit, man. I don't
What's the longest you spent on a song then? Like how's the longest amount of time?
Man, what? I remember when I first was rapping, bro, I used to be in the studio writing, bro. I used to be home writing for 2 hours, bro.
2 hours.
I got 5 bars. You feel me? Like, this was in the beginning. That's why now.
We've all been there.
What? I'm telling people, man, I got what I say, I got writer's block. I'm barely a fucking writer. You've been rapping 6 months. Talking about you got writer's block. No, you just ain't really in love with this shit enough. You feel me? Now I don't even get writer's block. You feel me? I might get times where I'm uninspired and I just fall back, but I got so much music like sitting around, I could fall back and still get shit prepared to be released. You feel me? So it's like, it's never really a fallback.
Yeah, writer's block's always been a funny thing to me because I think like writer's block is a weird. I don't think it happens to you if you're like oriented the right way.
Right.
I think it just.
I feel like if you're a reader, or you're like into, like I feel like sometimes we get writer's block because maybe you probably fuck like how Lil Wayne. I always say he don't want to say the same thing twice.
Yeah.
If your vocabulary isn't crazy, you're gonna say the same thing 1,000,000 times.
Right.
So like if everything start feeling the same, you might be like, shit, fuck it.
Like maybe you need more variety in your life.
You gotta read some books. You gotta probably go outside, enjoy life a little bit.
Yeah.
If you just sit in one room all day and you ain't seeing nothing, of course you got writer's block, bro. Go get on a fucking plane, man. Go see some bitches or whatever you gotta do.
That's like in all those books that'll tell you like how to write a novel. One of the first things they'll say is, how about like go and live first? They'll tell you like before you write, go and live. Go spend 5 years living before you even pick up a pencil.
Go live, man.
And, I think what's interesting, like you think about comedians, is you'll see this pattern where they'll get popular and their life changes. And comedians, what do? They go out and they talk about their lives. That's what they do. They talk about the problems that they have in their lives. And at first, they're all relatable because their lives are our lives. Mm-hmm. But then they become successful, and what they talk about is not our lives anymore. Now it's like rich people problems. Like it ends up becoming a reflection of their new life.
Right.
Like, oh, you know what sucks about sitting first class? Like I was sitting first class.
Rap music, same way.
Yeah, exactly. They
like,
lose that touch with that raw thing that people bought into at first.
Yeah, like people feel like Jay-Z was like that. You feel me? Like when he first came, even though I feel like Hov been talking that boss talk, talking that shit that the average person not really on, like hip to. But it's like, bro, this how I'm living. Like, I want to talk about. That's why now when they asked him to make some music, and he was like, you know, like, I feel like Hov to the point where he wants, even if he decides to make music, right? He wanted to matter. He wanted to stick. He don't want to just be. How we don't give a fuck. We love the shit, but we're not thinking as deep as Hov thinking. You feel me? So to him, we don't give a fuck still.
Right.
But he gives a fuck probably a little too much. You feel me? So he want his words to really stick. You know, he ain't really just trying to write anything, and he don't care about being popular or. It's fucking Jay-Z.
Yeah, I mean, and there's something to be respected, especially in this day and age, about like caring so much about your legacy and like what you're willing to put out, right? Because I think nowadays it's quantity over quality. It's just put out as much as possible.
People just throwing shit at the wall right now.
And I think like, especially if you're somebody who's here from the past, you're somebody who's stuck around throughout all these years, it's really up to you to hold up that legacy. You know, I mean. Tool took what? I think it was 13 years to ever release their... I was always wondering if it was going to be Tool or Dre, and Tool came first. I think Dre had... What's that Dre album? The Chronic?
No.
Not The Chronic. It's not Detox.
Fuck, Detox.
It's Detox, yeah.
Detox never came out.
It never came out. And now that's Tool beat Dre, because it used to be Tool versus Dre in my mind of whose album is going to come first. And Tool actually did it.
Tool dropped? When his drop?
Oh, I think, would you say how long ago?
Yeah, when?
I want to say 2021, 2022. I'm going to check because...
How long was he talking about it?
I want to see let's see the year gap, because Tool albums. Because I remember before the album came out, like it was like 2015, I remember hearing them in interviews say like, we don't want to release anything because of our legacy. We don't want to release another album unless we're sure that it holds up to the quality of all of our previous work. Because
I can respect that.
I mean, what this is their catalog. It starts in 1993, and then after that you got 1996. And 1993 was like their sophomore album, where it wasn't that big. It did okay, but they weren't. It's not their most notable songs. It's just that stuff that's kind of getting them out there. Then you got Enema, their 1996 album. That's where they blow up. And then 2001 you got Lateralis. Crazy album. 2006 you got 10,000 Days, and then 13 years later is when the next album came, 2019, and that was called Fear Inoculum.
13-year gap is crazy.
13 years. And when was Dre's last album? Let's see. Dr. Dre albums.
I think it might have been 2001.
The Chronic. Well, he released an album called Compton, but that wasn't.
Yeah, no, that ain't it. We can't give him no pass with that. No,
doesn't count. Yeah. So 2001 was the last one, and that was in 1999, which is deceiving, right? So 2001 came out last, but it actually came out in 1999.
Yeah.
And yeah, when the Chronic was 1992. Wow. And Detox is actually on here. If you type in Dr. Dre albums, Detox comes up.
Yeah, it's a real. I feel like he really made it, but I heard he was so. I always hear, bro, Dr. Dre is such a perfectionist. Like, he'll make you do the same thing 400 times, bro.
Yeah,
like
probably.
So, like, people who are like that, they're just like the people we were just talking about, man, who want the crazy introduction to music. You feel me? Like, they want this Drake So Far Gone type of release.
But somebody like that's at least proved it. He's allowed to do it.
Yeah, and, you know, in this day and age, I don't think Dre want to drop nothing that people are going to consider whack. You feel me? Like, nobody wants to come back and drop something, and then the new fans say, oh, man, this shit trash.
I think you could argue that Dr. Dre is the greatest producer of all time, or at least one of the greatest producers of all time. Because I think some of the beats he's made... 5 or 10 for sure. Oh, dude. I mean, like, just in terms of commercial value, it's so crazy good. And, yeah, I guess top 5, top 10. There's so many good ones.
Yeah, that's why I said that, because when I was thinking it, I'm like, ooh, there's so many people that I will put ahead of them, you know, like a Kanye or Alchemist.
Yep.
Or fucking, Harry Fraud. I wouldn't put Harry Fraud above Dr. Dre, but Harry Fraud's
I feel like Pharrell ends up there.
Pharrell's dope. I ain't gonna lie, man. I wasn't really a crazy Pharrell fan back in the day. I hated his beats, man. But I understood, like, he was the big dog. So, like,
he's got more of a pop mentality.
Yeah, like when the Clips were talking about that album that they were finna drop, I was hyped as hell for it. But then when they said fucking Pharrell was doing all the production, I was pissed. I was like, oh, fuck, man. Like, no diss to Pharrell, but I wasn't always, it's like, damn, bro, like, y'all can have him do a couple songs, not the whole fucking album, bro.
Right.
Like, I feel like it's so many dope people out here, like, don't shortchange yourself like that, bro. Like, it's a lot of people you can go holler at. Come on, bro. You left Pharrell do the whole fucking album. Y'all ain't dropped in 20 years. Like, come on, bro. Don't do me like that.
I like
Shout
how
out
much
to Pharrell.
I like how much you dislike Pharrell. I like that.
Man. I hated Pharrell beats, man. I fucked with Pharrell. I felt like Pharrell cat who was ahead of his time, but I hated Pharrell beats, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. As a kid, like, what?
Didn't he do shoot?
What? Did he?
I'm pretty sure he did.
Did he? Of course. He on the song. You gonna hear him on everything.
But that's what I'm saying. You don't like that beat?
I like that.
So you like some of them?
Some of them, yeah. Like,
okay.
I'm talking like Jay-Z fronting and change clothes and shit like that, man. Like, I hated shit like that.
Yeah.
You feel me? But like,
yeah.
Even some of, I ain't gonna lie, the Clips, Hell Hath No Fury. Some shit on there that I fuck with that he made, you feel me, produced by the Neptunes. Like, it's a few joints that I fuck with, but majority, like, Pharrell be like, out of 100 beats, you might like 3.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it'd be like, but guys
whereas like a Kanye is almost flawless.
What? 100 Kanye beats, you might like, now you might like 40 of them or 50.
But, my God, OG Kanye?
Oh, what?
Back
you
in the
like
day
90
Kanye?
out of 100. Yeah, back in the day Kanye was wicked.
I miss the old Kanye.
Man, bro. They say them Iceman beats sound like Kanye beats, man.
You ever hear on YouTube? You can find it. It's like Kanye's lost beat tape, and it's from like the early '90s. Like it's stuff that he made.
Don't tell me that, man. I'm gonna go find it and rap over it, man.
Dude, I've thought about writing to it before many times because I'm like, it's so you can tell it's Kanye, but you can tell it's like when Kanye was first kind of figuring out how to sample. Yeah, because he's always kind of had a certain touch with samples, like the way that's what I was saying before. The idea, it's like he sees such an idea. His vision is so clear with the sample. I mean, when I talk with Backpack Beats, that was something that really interested me. It's just the fact that you can give a really good producer or 10, 20 different producers, if they're good enough at what they do, you can give them the same sample and they'll all kind of find something different in it and find some different beauty.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah, because you'd think, eventually they're all going to do the same thing. But they don't.
You know what? I find it dope how 2 artists can listen to a beat and come up with 2 totally different flows or pockets.
Yeah, melodies, pockets is a good way to put it. Because we'll both rap over the same beat, but we'll have a whole different way of sitting on it. Yeah. And I mean, and neither is
And y'all might not
better.
even be talking about the same content, but
yeah.
You feel me? Y'all can be in the same exact room hearing the same thing, but y'all can have a totally different vision for what y'all finna paint on the canvas, Like that shit dope to me.
I think that's what rap is. Like, to me, that's what rap is the fact that that's you and this is me. And I've always loved that the most. I mean, like, I understand that to other people it's other things, but to me it's that, like, individualism, that, like, raw individualism is it's so fucking awesome. And I think that it's inspirational, and that's what I've always been attracted to, is this idea that, like, no one else can tell you how to rap. No one else can show you how to rap. It's what you are interacting with when you hear this. It's whatever's coming to you. It's whatever that flow is that comes through you when you hear this beat. That's you when you rap.
That's why I'm glad I'm egoless. You feel me? Like in an industry where ego and pride got a lot to do with a lot of shit, bro. I don't have an ego because I feel like we all bring something different. Like, we all rap, we all doing something different. Like, I'm not one of those guys that get on the song with somebody and be like, I got the best verse, so I'm finna have the best verse, or I'm trying to have the best verse. You feel me? I feel like we're all finna sound, as long as we don't sound alike, you feel me? But that's hard to, like, if you sound unique, you sound unique. So we all gonna bring something different. We all gonna do something different for this beat, to where, like, it's gonna catch, you know, whoever catch a fan attention, catch a fan's attention. But like I'm not really trying to be the best. I'm not, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to be trash or nothing. Like I'm gonna make sure it's quality, but I'm not one of those cats that be like, I'm just, you know, I'm him, I'm this, I'm that. Like I feel like our individuality gonna speak for itself, you feel me? And the work gonna show. So when people tap into that, it be like that's why I don't mind extending my hand, you feel me? Or like showing love or bringing people together to do music. Like I'm not one of those cats who like think about back in the day. Come on, man, we would have loved to hear a fucking Jay-Z. I'm talking before Watch the Throne. We would have loved to hear a Jay-Z, Benny Siegel collab album. Or we would have loved to hear a lot of artists collab more back then, but a lot of artists don't because of egos, you feel me? They be feeling like, you know, for whatever reason, like some cats don't do music together because they feel like they got something to lose as far as fans, and they don't want to, you know, it'd be a lot of shit, bro. Like, I don't think like that. Like, I'm one of those people who, like, if I feel like you dope, like, if you dope to me, it ain't even got to be, if I hear something, I don't care if nobody else hear it. If I hear it, check it out, man. We can work.
Yeah. I like the idea of an egoless rapper because that I remember once, I can't remember who I said it to, but I said like the same exact thing where it's like I would like to be like I'm the egoless rapper. I consider myself the egoless rapper. And remember they responded like is that even possible, like to be the egoless rapper? And it really made me think a lot because I think like I never really thought about how inherent ego is in hip hop and in rap. It kind of is the whole thing.
Entire thing.
Yeah, and to be an egoless rapper is almost like a contradiction in itself. Yeah. Where, but I think it's exactly what people need.
Because your alter ego, I feel like the rap me is really my alter ego. I'm really chill, laid back. Probably won't even talk too much. You feel me? Like I'm to myself. But if you hear me on the song, I'm not lying, but I'm not just pulling up 100 miles an hour, jumping out the gas station. Hey, bitch, come suck my dick. It ain't just going like that. I might have made it sound real cool on the record. Now, don't get me wrong. My night probably went something like this, but it ain't happen exactly how you feel me? But I ain't lying either.
Yeah.
And like I feel like when you really comfortable with being you, like that's what creates an egoless rapper, bro. Like when you just comfortable, bro, like you don't feel like, it's like having a girl, right? I wouldn't have a girl that I felt like someone else could take. You feel me? Like, or like, you know how like you might have a girl and it's cats who insecure, they don't want her to go nowhere, they feel like somebody could take her. Like, I'm comfortable with who I am. Like now, if it happens, it happens, you know, but it's just like that with rap. Like I'm comfortable with me, so I'm not, you being a typical dumbass rapper, you just run around with your chest out like, hey, I'm him, I'm this, I'm that. It's like, bro.
And it all comes off as insecure.
Right.
I think it's like what I said before, too, where, like, if you don't know the difference, you can't even see it. But if you do, it's so obvious.
Come on, bro.
Like, to me, it's always so obvious when people are insecure. Yeah. And I think we're all insecure in different ways. Like, we all have our own versions of insecurity, our own problems.
Right.
But in my mind, if you're, like, putting yourself out there, it's the last thing you should be is, like, you shouldn't be appearing as insecure to your peers.
Right.
Like, you just shouldn't. You should be like not, and that doesn't mean you puff your chest out and you be the big cool guy. That means you're just you. And being like yourself is not like, I think people just feel like they have to prove themselves, and it's so obvious when you're doing that. Like I've never felt like I had to prove myself to anybody, maybe it's just because I've always had a thing that I believe in. I think like I always think I'm so lucky I found rap. I'm so lucky I found art. Because I don't need anybody else's approval to do that. No one has ever had to tell me, good job, for me to get it done. I just do it, and I know it's good, and that's it.
You're right.
But I mean, maybe other people don't have that, and maybe that's, you know, I've always wondered, like, I don't feel that way. I've never, ever worried about what other people, like I worry about what people think, but not really. Because I'm not going to win you over. If you don't like me, you don't like me.
Right. I care about what people think, but I also don't care about what people think. Like at the end of the day,
I try to use it as a sign to guide me.
Right, because I feel like if nobody care about what people think, I mean, I don't want to say, you know, washing your ass and shit like that is just hygiene. You feel
I've met a lot of
Yeah,
A lot
I
of
done met
stinky
some
people
dirty-
that did not care what people think.
Yeah, they really didn't care, but like, I don't care. Like, I really don't care though. Like, if somebody was to be like, "Oh yeah, I don't fuck with fool music," or I don't, it's like, all right, I'm not gonna try to convince you or send you a link. Like, we'll tap into this, and
Yeah.
it's like, if it ain't for you, it ain't for you, bro. Like, I ain't tripping.
Yeah. And it makes it more rewarding, I think, when you find those people that stick with you and those people that you resonate with. Like, I don't need to win over everybody. I don't need everybody to be my friend. I've learned it's actually better if you have those few people that you're really tight with, and, you want to find those people. You don't want to please everybody. That's actually a shitty life to make everybody happy.
Come on, bro.
You don't want to be that guy.
Because you can't. You're going to realize when you try to make everyone happy, you're going to realize that it's never enough.
Right, yeah.
You make everybody happy, and then the one time you tell some of these people no, they're going to shit on you, bro.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's when you're going to realize, you feel me? Like, damn, I've been dedicating all this time and energy into trying to make these people happy or do this and that, and I could have been putting that energy into myself or my family, you feel me? Whatever the case may be. Like,
Right, yeah.
this shit don't be all what it's cracked up to be, bro.
And I think, like, especially in the entertainment industry, it's such a value in finding that small, tight pocket of people you can really trust and work with. Like, people don't realize that. Pick anybody, pick any successful person you ever appreciated, and then go ahead and inquire on like how they came up and who they came up with. It's almost always like a circle of people. Rarely ever is it like just one lucky person that gets super duper lucky and didn't make any friends. Like, that is not how it works.
Yeah,
you have to create these
You got to
circles.
create the ecosystem. I
Yeah,
ain't gonna lie.
yeah.
Like, I feel like that's what we doing right now. Like,
Always, man. Always. But anyway, it's been that good hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah,
we created an ecosystem, I would say.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. Nah, for real, man. This was dope, man. I fuck with this, man.
And thanks for joining me, dude. At the very end here, we do two things. The show is obviously for 3 to 5 year olds. All right, that's my core audience. It's the little kids. So they're gonna take off the. That's a lie. I always worry people think I'm serious. So they're gonna take off the headphones and they're gonna enter the real world. These little kids, these little toddlers. Is that what they are? 3 to 5 toddlers. Yeah. And so pre-K, whatever they're at, you're up. It's up to you to give them advice. So you're up to bat. You're going to tell them exactly how they should live their lives. We've proven we're wise adults. We're sages of knowledge, of wisdom, of intelligence. So whatever you're going to tell the kids, I don't know. It's up to you. And also, two, the social media is where people can find you. This comes out like a month and a half from now, roughly around there. So you got anything you want to plug, just keep that in mind. But all those social media is the place they can see your face, where they can hear your music, all that good stuff, what they type in to hear the album. The floor is yours, sir.
I don't really got a message for the people, man. Just protect you and yours, man. Love life, man. Love God, you know. You can find me on Instagram, Panamera.P, Twitter, Panamera_P, Apple Music, Spotify, Panamera P, man. I got hella music out. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. July 25th, I'm performing at Kima Fest. 2K26, man. So if you in Chicago, slide. It's a lot of dope music, rap, R&B, all type of shit, man. Come fuck with us. Appreciate you for having me, bro. And we up out of here, man. Did everything but pray out now. Propaganda 2 on the way. That's it.
All right. Boom, 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 boom. And that has been all here today on the one, the only. Radio. Clocking out.
Double down, competition couldn't help him to rock.